Had to interrupt the recording there for a second, but normally that should not be too noticeable. I don't really remember what I was saying before, but what I'm saying now is that this is actually that mini-boss that I had trouble with, and now I have to fight it again, and I don't like it. Let's go for Power Bolt, let's go for a last hyper attack. How did that not kill? I really don't like this thing. It is very annoying to deal with so far. I have expected that to get countered, honestly. I feel like this is how it went wrong the last time too. Like, just sitting here without any skills available for use. Alright, so that's that guy down. So now until my techniques reset, I can't really do much. I still think it's like a scam that tired does not wear off naturally. Like, it just doesn't make much sense to me. Like, why doesn't it? What's so special about tired that it's like an infinite state? Apart from the fact that it's more annoying than every other state in the game. Alright, anyways, we're just fireballing and regular attacking. Supposedly your techniques reset every 8 turns, but I've got to be honest, it really doesn't feel like 8 turns here, but whatever. Alright, I hope that's the only fight here, because I really am not in a position to do much more. Okay, there we go. That is quest 33. Finished. Golly. I believe this is secret room 112, with a chest which has, you know, a pretty decent claw at least. The Razor Claw. Attack bleeding, 100%, and then 10% chance to KO. Pretty good if you ask me. A lot of gold here. The Druk Spirit, which is a really good spirit for Nash. Increases his defense even more than the other one, first of all. And secondly, this fully recovers your FR, and I think this one just does the same. Nope, this one fully recovers your MP. Which is nice, because that's actually what I needed. Okay. So now that we've done all that, that's all very nice. We can return to where we need to go, which is out. Now, of course, I cannot leave without finishing this like super mini boss off. Last time, very unfortunate fail. Not going to happen again. This time we are going to kill this thing without any form of mercy, because, you know. Alright, let's go Dragon Bite. That apparently gets countered, and I'm dead. Mate, how does that happen? Literally, okay, I forgot that it counters that it counters Dragon Bite, but come on. I just did a boss fight where the same enemy with another enemy, easy fight, not even close, not even scary, at no point any form of issue. Sarah had no MP, wasn't an issue. Fight it solo? Oh, it kills you. It does not make sense to me, but you know, whatever. I just feel like the other one doesn't stun. I don't know. It just feels like the other one did not stun. Like, call me crazy, but that's what it feels like. Must be they only hit Nash and Nash can't be stunned or something. I don't know. I legitimately do not know. Okay, anyways, this thing's finally dead. I don't know how that took so many tries. It didn't even give me an item. Wow. Okay. Yeah. You know, sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. Okay. So we're leaving that cave. We're going all the way over here. We're gonna use Drakeel on Nash. Now that his HP is 3000, and that means we are obviously going to score quite high, which means Sarah can now equip Darshan, which is a double gold sword, which also increases critical rate, hit rate, and attack speed. So, in terms of Sarah spamming hyper attack, this is a pretty good sword. Alright, so we're going to continue down the cave, the Great Cave. Now, as I said, there's 3 side quests you can do in this cave. Now, we just did the first one, obviously. I believe that was clear that we just did the first one. Noxodox luckily kills these side enemies, these little frogs. So if we encounter those, we can definitely like just stick the encounter and kill them. If we encounter other stuff, you know. Alright. There's a quest here to kill... Well, there's a boss here to kill a couple frogs. I don't think this fight is particularly relevant. I don't know. It might be relevant, it might not be. You get assassin rapiers from killing these frogs, which is... I mean, I don't want to call it nice because I don't think it's particularly worth it. It's another sword that you can sell, so, you know, if you're looking for stuff to sell, I suppose there's that. Now this time they're joined by a stegosaur. Not sure what it's called in this game, but it's a stegosaur, whatever. The frogs are dead again, and I guess we can spam fireball, which is now going to be mastered. And we can stick to the Oni. Stick to the Noxodox, I was gonna say, and then Emerald Laser to drop its defense. What does this do now? Fire damage 1000 plus magic attack times 2 minus magic defense. Okay, that's not that much, but you know, whatever. Now, I do genuinely like Nash as a character. I like using him in combat too. I really like using him in combat. He just feels a little bit underwhelming at times. Okay, anyways, we found fish. Fish and gold. Did I? Alright, okay, so that's how you do it. You trigger that quest, and then that's how you get the quest to kill the hunters that are after Nash. Okay. That makes sense, I suppose. And then you go here. This leads into the next section of the Grey Cave that you can go to, because everything else... Well, I mean, there's nothing else here, so... Alright, so once we're in this section, you can go up or you can go down. If you go up, you'll encounter this chest, which is a Resurrection Jar, and Secret Room 113. And I don't think I really have to explain, but I'm going to drop a save here, because I'm not entirely sure how safe this place is. There we go. Sometimes it's just that predictable. And wow, okay, Jesus Christ, that counter was hard. What the hell was that counter? Okay, let's go Element Shield. Not sure if that's going to do much, but you know. And I guess we're going to use Drakeel to make sure that we're healthy. And, alright, so Fire Laser got countered. This is a physical skill. Okay, no, it didn't matter that it was a physical skill, still got countered. So I guess we're just going to stick to physical attack, like actual physical attacks then. Because I don't think he counters these. This is pure physical. So he probably counters all elements and doesn't counter physical skills. Which is an issue because that means I'm now officially out of skills to use. So we're going to heal Sarah with her own skill. Broski, stop. Alright, he used Mimico, luckily, I guess. And we actually crit, so that's fine. Jesus. That was actually a pretty nasty fight with just Sarah. Now we got a worm egg, a golden egg, and a coca egg from this, so that's pretty good. And we got one of each stat buff item, too, so that's pretty cool. I guess we'll use Drakeel, and that one will just give us gold. So that's everything that there's in this cave, in the secret room here. It means we can continue again. Now, the hunters are actually on the other side, the place that we just ignored. They're up here. This gives you the Molten Axe, but I don't think that that's particularly relevant. You can get that, and you'll see that there's like a lot of stuff proving that there's people living here. And these are the archers. Now, I will admit, I think Sarah's reasoning for not minding to kill these archers is kind of tame. She's just like, ah, no, it's fine, I can kill these archers because they're mean to a literal dragon who would eat them in a heartbeat. Like, not gonna say that she's entirely wrong in this scenario, but I do think helping Nash, who would objectively eat these elves without a second thought, is a bit debatable. But okay. Alright, and there we go. That is another boss encounter done, and obviously that is another quest complete, which means we got, I think, a bow. The molten crossbow. No, was that it? I don't know. Honestly. One of the big things is that it really doesn't matter what you get, because honestly, you're not gonna find something more relevant than the relic that we found earlier. This is side quest number 2 complete, and that is honestly the main point. So we circle around. We're still not done with the side quests though, because as I said, there's another book here. So I guess we can save at it. We continue. Now, I'm actually not entirely sure where you get Neon's quest. No. So we need to reload to save. Because there's something somewhere that lets us go down, and that's the last part. Yeah. A lot of dialogue. Renaissance. Boohoo. I forgot just how long this cutscene is. So this cutscene is really long, by the way. Alright. We can load the game now. I actually think it's just right here, yeah. I mean, that was a pretty dumb thing to miss. But you know, it happens, I guess. Alright, so basically the only thing you need to do here is you need to collect Neon's gems. So basically each of these chests has some of his gems. And once you find them, every single one of these chests will give you an encounter. And the big guys, they actually deal quite some damage. Like, they're not particularly easy. The only reason you might not have too much trouble with them is because you can nymph them, which is going to charm and silence them. But the big guys, they're decently difficult, actually. Alright, so we can Drakeel here, and we can go ahead and nymph again, which is going to keep Sarah healed. Now, Sarah can also counter pretty decently here because of the sword that we gave her, and then nymph is going to heal her to full. And Drakeel, he can heal himself to full with that. But obviously we're just waiting for a good rotation where we can use Noxodox for the real damage. And each of these counts as an individual boss fight, which makes it really sad that we don't have an item that benefits from that right now. The way random does, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, here is another chest, so it's literally the same thing. We're gonna get attacked at every single chest. Although the specific enemy that attacks you is going to be different, and I mean this one is definitely a lot less hazardous. Well, is he? I don't know. We're gonna use Drakeel, we're gonna use Noxodox. It's gonna finish off the frogs, and then we just need to finish this big frog off. And he counters that move, which is not good. I guess he counters all physical moves, so let's go with Emerald Laser, hopefully. Yep, okay, that worked. And we're gonna Drakeel, and we're gonna Emerald Laser again. And we're gonna Emerald Laser again, and we're gonna use Concentration, because you know, why not? And I guess we'll use Oni, and that finishes him off. Now, I still don't think that we're really getting much bonus XP from Concentration. I am wondering at this point if it's bugged or not. It certainly doesn't feel like the XP is increasing fundamentally, but I don't know. Like, the game says it does, so I mean, it probably does. I don't know. Okay, so there's another chest. I actually don't know by heart which of these chests are quest chests and which of these chests are regular chests. That one is a Mimic, apparently. Now, luckily, by now we know that this Mimic is easily defeated by just using physical attacks. So, I mean, that is exactly what we will be doing. And Ferox Bite is probably the most annoying skill this thing has. So we're gonna use Dragon Bite. He's gonna use Thunderhorn, which is totally fine. Sarah's gonna fit... Oh, so normal attacks get countered as well. You know, that really doesn't leave that many options, does it? Because that essentially means Sarah cannot use anything. I mean, it's a nice chance for her to use Element Shield, I guess. Alright, Hyper Attack and Dragon Bite. Okay, there we go. I mean, not as difficult as the last. Not that difficult. In essence, it just gets difficult. It just gets like a little bit difficult if you get stuck somehow. That's essentially the only way that you can really have trouble with this. Alright, so here's the next chest. This is also one of Neon's chests, apparently. I thought it wasn't, but it is. So we're just going to do the same stuff. We're just going to Noxodox. And we're going to Power Bolt, because it's only at 32 still. And we're going to Noxodox again. And that is another boss killed. So like I said, this entire section counts as individual boss kills. If we had... Well, I think it ups the total count of bosses. So, in that sense, it does benefit us. I think. Because I think this will count for the quests that ask for kill X amount of bosses. Well, not quests, but, you know. For every boss killed, gain extra XP, for example. I think this actually qualifies for that. So that's good. Because we're at 44 bosses, according to this. 45 bosses. I think the last... Oh, how do you... Like this, and then up there, yeah, okay. I mean, this place was decently hard to get to, so I'm either expecting that I had to get here, or I'm expecting a secret room. Which again, just scam me out of this. Well, we'll know soon enough, I suppose. Okay. I guess. Wait, we didn't complete it yet. Oh, we did complete it. Oh. Well, I could be looking for a while then. Okay, so I guess we'll go back up now. I've ambushed them. That's great. That means I don't have to fight them. Alright, and then we're gonna save here. Real quick, we're gonna open these chests because for some reason I hadn't yet. I don't think there's anything else here, so yeah. And now we get to sit through the cutscene again. Now, sadly, I was actually really excited to get to this part because there was a theory on the Discord that the Leaf Bird would be in the next section, the section with Zelena, Sarah, and Nash. However, someone has actually managed to solve archery for the Leaf Bird's quest, which means we now officially know that that's not it. So I'm actually not as excited to get to this part anymore, because we already know that this is not the solution. I'm gonna make Sarah put something on, because I'm not exactly... I don't really care. Man, this cutscene is long. It was long the first time, it is long the second time. Alright, and we're in the forest. Yay! With a full heal. Probably should not have saved over the file, but you know. Oops. Alright, so we have a chest here. Now, Zelena here is, I mean, we're gonna give her this, because that's gonna revive her every single time she dies. Which, if you ask me, in her case, is probably for the best. And then she can have the Zen pendant, because, you know. She probably needs it more than anyone else. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is there nothing here? Nothing? Really? That felt like a place that might have something, but... Still nothing? I mean, the encounters here are actually really good to just get skill uses on everything, because these insects are gonna attack you. Oh wow, I actually got these up? Dang. Okay, I didn't really get much of Zelena done, but I suppose I can get the rest of her skills up now. So they drop a lot of food, a lot of items, and a lot of stuff. Oh, right, okay. There's a heal point here now. That's good. That's good. Alright, so the first part we're gonna check out is we're gonna go up and we're gonna just head left. As you can see, we don't really have to worry about too much. These insects definitely aren't a big issue, and they drop more food than you could possibly need to heal up the entire time through. So in that sense, we're really fine. Obviously, the rock's not something that we can hide behind. This does create a little bit of lag when you get the like max amount of enemies in a single boss fight, but it's not too bad, I feel. Certainly nothing to worry about. Okay. Now Zelena really is not the strongest character you can possibly have. In fact, I think Zelena is awful. I think she's legitimately an awful character in terms of combat use and utility in general. I was thinking I could maybe scam the game and get through there, but I can't. So we're just going to keep using Noxodox, Rain of Arrows. That's going to be our current strategy until we have 70 uses on Fireball, and then once we have 70 uses on Fireball, we will start using a different skill of Nash's. Okay, nothing here on that rock. I mean, we're just exploring every single possibility at this point. I've only done this part once. So, realistically speaking, I can't say that I have much experience with whether or not there's anything hidden here. So you'll just see me exploring more. Oh, hello, Bogdan. I did not know Bogdan was here exactly. I didn't know that he was somewhere here. But I guess now we know where he is. Alright. I'm kind of wondering, like, escape danger obviously puts me here. I'm just wondering if there's any way to, like, continue. I'm gonna quickly check my notes, see if I have anything written there on what potentially I could do. My notes say no secret rooms, so... My notes say no secret rooms and no secrets, except for Bogdan. So, I'm going to assume I can keep an eye out, but presumably there's not going to be too much in any case. Like, it's possible that I missed a couple things, but the odds are pretty low that I missed, like, a secret room, because that means that the next secret room lined up numerically. Unless this is secret room N1 or something like that. That's obviously always possible. I guess I'll go this way. Okay, I guess I don't go this way because it doesn't seem there's anything here. Alright, so Noxodox actually got mastered, which means now it actually does more damage, and then it adds a magic attack buff. And the animation became nicer. That's probably a relatively important part too. I mean, Zelena can just use that skill. I mean, I don't think I need to use anything else with her. It's fine. I think that skill is perfectly fine. Okay, yay, exploring. Beretta. Alright, so Beretta has officially joined the team, which means we can give her the Molten Spear, the Oak Shield. She can keep that, she can keep that, she can keep that. I don't know what this does, counter plus 11, that's not particularly impressive, but I suppose. Sarah can keep using Noxodox because we do need to get that to 70 at least. Nash has this at 70. So I guess I'll just spam concentration with him. And for Beretta, I guess we'll spam Drama. Okay, you can't use that, so I guess we'll use Dragon Titan. The fact is, I mean, I guess I'll spam Element Shield. And Drakeel. I guess we can't really spam any skills at this point. I guess we'll use Icicle Spear for once. Yeah, spamming skills really only works when you actually have enough, like when you have magic skills, those are the easiest to spam, or when you have a steady source of FR income. Now the good thing is, since these things drop fish, I can just use sturdy fish. They'll drop more of them without a hassle, so... I think Zelena's gonna yell that this isn't good enough either. And I guess now we have two ways to go. We can either go down or we can go up. I see a lot of items here, so I'm gonna collect those. Okay. We still have 4 uses of Noxodox left before it becomes irrelevant. I guess we can spam Power Bolt for some damage at least. And then we'll stick with Rain of Arrows, and we'll stick with Drama. That seems like a decent combo of what to use, at least. And then we can just feed the apples. Well, actually we can just use Drakeel on himself, and then heal on Beretta. Because it is still an extra use of a skill for Sarah. I guess we'll keep exploring this site. Okay, that's a big encounter actually. Rain of Arrows. Actually, these things are pretty weak, so I could. Nah, I'm gonna just one more use of Noxodox. So now it's at 70. So that's good. I feel like we're getting somewhere, at least. Not sure if this is where I'm supposed to. This is definitely not the way to the exit, so that's where I want to be right now. Alright, so Noxodox has officially been used enough times, which means Sarah's skill list is actually looking pretty good, except for Revive. Revive's not looking that good. Although I kind of want to say that this it's fine as a turn thing. Like, we use Rain of Arrows, that deals damage, we do Elemental Shield for the stacks, and then Power Bolt plus Drama for damage on the small insects. That should work as a general farm, like a farming method, to get as many as possible skill uses out of this. I will admit, this is not really my thing. Like, farming skills, grinding, usually I try to avoid it as much as possible. Obviously in this game, avoiding it is not the way to go, because if you avoid the grind, you also won't have skills, the skills won't get better, and so on and so on and so on. So it's really like looking for a fine balance between farming and, you know... Why? Oh, she doesn't have the FR. Okay. Alright, that's a lot of berries too. Like, I think I'm already at the max amount of grit. No, okay, I'm not, but... These things are actually pretty good, like, in terms of how usable they are. Okay, a life jar. That's nice, but it doesn't really do much for me. A canopy pearl, a canopy pearl, canopy pearl. These permanent stat boosters are nice, don't get me wrong. I just don't particularly care for them as a reward for, like, finding spots like this. Alright, Zelena, Rain of Arrows, probably gonna... Oh, didn't miss, that's good. And then Drama, whee! And then Power Bolt, because we need 28 more uses of that. I think 60 might just be a bit too high. I feel like that's my main issue. I feel like with support skills especially, it probably should be a bit lower than 60. Support skills I feel would have been fine at 45, and then it could still be 70 to like max them out, but at least like get the bonus effects a little bit sooner so that you at least can like use them to full effect. Or have more skills that work from the status menu, I suppose, like in Laxius Force. I can definitely see a reason to not really do too much of that. Hello, Bogdan, I suppose. We found Bogdan again. I can see a couple of reasons why you would be careful with stuff like that, though, because it becomes very easy to have completely unbalanced fights. I remember in Laxius Force you could just go half Goddess Aura, energy burn to have Luciana at insane amounts of speed. So you could do that before every fight, so basically there just weren't any fights where she would not take first turn. But I feel like that's part of the charm of an RPG. Just pre-buffing and just sitting there like, yep, I'm gonna buff up to infinity and there's nothing you can do about it. I don't actually have any offensive skills left that aren't leveled with Sarah, which is annoying. Like even, I guess Sniper, but then I would have to equip her with a bow, which I suppose I could do. Okay, I'm out of uses for this, so I guess we'll go with this. Alright, I'm trying to see if there's like any path that will let me go higher than this, but I don't think there is. I think that was it. Unless I can get there somehow, but okay, there's a small. Right. Okay, I can go up here and then through here. Okay, so that's one more item. Okay, and then I can walk on this. So I don't know how much more I'm gonna find. Pretty sure that I did not find this on my last playthrough at least, so I guess I've officially found some new content. Yay. Alright, and I can walk here, 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 and I'm finding even more pearls. Yay. Alright, so we heal up here, and I think we can now continue to where we actually need to go, so that's... yeah, I guess I'll use Noxodox, I mean. The issue with the lag, though, is mostly because even when an enemy dies, it doesn't actually get fully unloaded in RPG Maker, I think. Which is why even when they die, you sometimes like keep the lag as if there's still a ton of enemies in the fight. At least I think that's how that works. That would explain it, at least. If that's not a real explanation, then I don't have one. Because I talked to Indy about this one, and I know that he told me like, yeah, I know it's causing a little bit of lag, but the whole effect is meant to be that it's like, you know, a huge swarm of enemies truly swarming the place, and then if you go ahead and you remove that, like the amount of enemies that there are, you're kind of definitely ruining that effect. And I do understand that, so... As long as it's not too bad, I fully understand that reasoning. I feel like I might actually get in trouble here. Not because of how strong this thing is, but just because it's pretty annoying so far. Okay, the Holy Spirit skill is definitely a lot less annoying. I mean, we're at 36 uses, so Sarah is still on duty. If this doesn't get countered, that would be a great moment to actually finally be able to level that. I guess we can skill counter power since that won't deal too much damage here. Out of element shield, so I guess we'll heal. Laser show, counter power, heal, dragon bite. That actually, and then spectral mourning as a follow-up. Obviously, I keep forgetting to stop healing, so it's whatever. I mean, not that she can do much else. I suppose we can attack buff Nash. Elven Heal really is a terrible skill, isn't it? Like, objectively speaking. It's definitely a terrible skill. I honestly don't really know how much HP this thing has, otherwise I probably would be deciding by now to finish it off or not. And it just healed itself for 9000 HP, so that probably answers that in part at least. It's actually bleeding now. Okay, so it's taken 5k per bleed turn. That answers a lot. I think that means that we don't have to worry too much about killing it. Well, okay, never mind. If Sarah crits with a 12k hyper attack, I suppose that does change things slightly. So I think this can only go up if you actually, like, if you actually do heal a little bit. Now, for this heal skill, I think that's different because it heals flat 200 HP. So I can just use it infinitely, can I not? Oh, that was using items. Okay, whatever. So that's at 12 uses now. I guess you can farm that out. Jesus Christ, that would take years to finish, but I am just trying to see if I can find literally anything, because it's pretty hard to see here, but I'm kind of thinking, like, surely it would be typically indie to hide something in this place. It seems very unlike indie to have absolutely nothing in this entire area, even though it's not a secret room, since we know that, but 400 bonus damage if the enemy is paralyzed. I mean, that would be useful if it paralyzed. I feel like Zelena just got over nerfed in so many ways. She feels like she was meant to be super strong, and then why can't I heal? And it just feels like she just does not have the stats to go along with that. The reason I'm spamming Drakeel is pretty simple. Once Drakeel is mastered, you can actually use it on any party member, which makes it, you know, a fundamentally better healing skill than what I have access to right now. Especially seeing as it only needs one more use in order to become that useful version of itself. 2 more uses? What? Huh? Oh, right, it doesn't... Okay, I did not know that that didn't work in battle either. I thought that was only out of battle. Not gonna lie. Okay. Okay, I mean, I suppose. I mean, that's fair. Like, it's fair enough, don't get me wrong. I fully understand why it doesn't work. I just thought that that was only out of battle. I did not know that that applied in battle too. The more you know, really. Okay, some more berries that we can just eat. Okay, let's take the top right path, I suppose. There's a chest here. That was a good choice. Okay, so the amount of encounters is definitely starting to be annoying when you actually fight them out. But the thing with Zelena, 5 more uses of Rain of Arrows, and she's finally maybe going to, I don't know, have a useful skill, deal damage, would be nice. Speaking of which, I honestly have no clue what the mastered version of Rain of Arrows does more. Same with Element Shield, because I have legitimately never bothered leveling either of those up. So there's that. Alright, so there's definitely nothing more here, there's nothing more here, and I don't think I can walk on any of this, so... I guess we'll have to go around. I want to check to the right first, and then we'll continue to the right, I suppose. 3 more uses of that and we're done. Alright, so that's at 70. Yay! To the next skill we go. Alright, so he was damaged, so he can use Drakeel, which means he can finally use it on others. Which will make it a lot easier to get that to the max level at least. And then I guess Zelena can just use counter power. Sarah can revive Beretta. And use attack up. It is getting a bit tedious to deal with them, especially with these single target attacks. It's getting a little bit annoying, but you know. Jesus Christ. What did I just say? I slowly but surely feel like we should be wrapping up this part. Oh, God. Okay, so let's quickly... Well, quickly. Honestly, I think... Alright. Oh, great. The dragon is back. I knew you fought him twice, but I did not know that it would be this quickly. Only 20 uses to go. Woo! Yay! Woo! I forgot to heal, so I'll just do it with this. Because if he uses that skill twice in a row, it's gonna hurt. Alright, only 17 uses left. Yay! Conceptually, love it. Practically, hate the system. But okay, you know, it is what it is. Would be nice if we could just, you know, get some, There we go. Oh boy, I can't believe I'm actually doing this, but... There we go. Totally uncheesed, full healing. Exactly as Indy designed the game to work. Exactly the way I'm sure he wanted us to do this. I don't think that I did anything unintended there. I'm just that good at the game. Clearly. Alright, so this is... Alright, so I probably should really equip Sarah with a bow at this point instead of this. So let's go with Rafflesia bow. And I'm sure that I have food that clears tired. Yep, plenty of food actually. No more berries. Whoops. But I do have these, so it's fine. Another canopy pearl, yay. I kind of forgot that this is supposed to be a really stressful situation where everyone is like in a big rush. I'm aware that it doesn't really seem like that. So yeah, there's that. I think this is one of those sections that is really tight the first time you do it. But admittedly, like, the next time and the third time and the fourth time and the fifth time, you're kind of just sitting here thinking, yeah, sure, in a rush, gotta hurry, of course, whilst casually checking out every single corner of the map. Now, there's obviously people that do that on the first playthrough. I think it's fun to, like, pretend that you're actually in a rush, though, on your first playthrough and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of enjoyment to be found in, like, pretending that you can feel the tension and stuff like this. Alright, so is there anything here that rewards me for actually coming here? Because I came all the way here, I found this spot, and I don't think I'm being rewarded for it, and that is very unfortunate. Yes, okay, you probably just were not supposed to be able to come here. Alright, heal mastered. So what does it do now? It clears KO, Cursed, and Doom, and heals 30% of your HP. Huh? Well, talk about a power buff, Jesus Christ. I guess that's what you get for sticking it out with the completely useless healing spell. Which I doubt a lot of people in the game have done if it hadn't been for, you know, the fact that it's cheesable. But how do I get out of here again? Okay, that's how. Slain. $12 more uses of that one. We're almost there. Alright, so we've got 71 uses of that, and we're going to get 70 uses of Drakeel soon enough, so that way we at least have both of those at 70. And then from there we'll see whether there's any combo skills for Nash to acquire. Alright, mastered. So at least we'll now know what it does once it's mastered. Honestly, that's a win in my book, because I kind of really wanted to know. So, when mastered, Elemental Shield does reduce elemental damage by 40%, that makes sense, and adds 10% Magic Reflect. Okay. Okay, it's not what I expected, but it's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, that's 62 uses. Jesus. Only 7 more and we're done. Whew. I think he's tired, so he can't use his skills, so I guess Power Bolt it is. Honestly, I don't even know how tight my grinding here is. Like, I don't know if I need to do this grinding now, but if I don't do it now, I do risk that it turns out that it was tight. 7, 6. Well, I mean, tight in the sense of, like, I don't know when you get to use Zelena by heart. I do know when you get to use Nash, and I like Nash. But mainly I just want to be done with this, even if it's just like grinding out Element Shield. It is so tedious to be in these fights constantly and have to grind out a skill that you really don't care for. So that's at 66 uses. We're almost there. Neon's Power Bolt mastered. Okay, that's good. Really? Again? Okay, I swear to God, I did not know that you fought this thing again. I thought twice was the total amount that you fought him. So I'm gonna give myself a Magicka file here, because I don't think I actually have something that cures tires still. Okay, I have more. Yeah, it's okay, I have 2 more of these, so I can do this once more after this. Also, yes we can. Legit is the worst skill I've ever seen, so I really don't know why you would ever master that skill, but Jesus, it's bad. Like, I know a lot of these skills get better as you master them, but... Alright, Drama mastered. So I guess we'll finally learn what that one does. Eye of the Dragon on Zelena, that is fine, that is fine. Drama. Physical and mind damage enemy crit. Okay. Plus 75% tired, plus 35% confused. Beretta gets attack buff if Beretta's HP is lower than 50%. Bonus damage HP lost divided by 2. That is a long line of dialogue. Oh, we finally got a Zen Utopus proc. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Okay, that is good damage. It took a while, but that's definitely good damage. I guess it's, yeah, so I guess Beretta's whole gig is when her HP is below half, she gets fundamentally better. Which, you know, for boss encounters, that's really cool. I wouldn't want that, like, constantly, but, you know. It's nice enough for, like, these boss encounters where you're trying to do stuff. Alright, Drakeel, 70 uses, no combo. I am actually disappointed. I was not expecting one, but I was hoping for one, as a reward for farming out the utterly ridiculous requirements. The good thing is we can just use heal on Beretta, and that will revive her. Alright, Sarah, 68 uses. We're almost there. Counter power. Drama is not maxed yet, so we're gonna keep going. Please, combo. No. If that was all for nothing, I swear to God. Like, it doesn't have to be a combo now, but if that was for nothing, I swear to God. Alright, so Drama is at 65 uses by now. Forgot to take Sarah off of the skill. I mean, I guess she can use Sniper now. And then on the turns that she doesn't use Sniper, she can attack buff herself. That's actually a good trick. Yeah. I need to use Ice Spear, not this one. Alright, so that's mastered, so I guess we'll spam Power Bolt now. In the hopes of finding a combo for Nash. Alright, there goes the dragon again, and this time he did drop a book. The Executor Holy Verses. What? Huh. That's a random drop, because I did not get that last time. Darkness damage times 50%, magic debuff rate 25%, max HP 120%, max mana points 130%, holy attack 25% chance of doom. Okay, so I am going to just give this to Beretta for reasons that I shall not further clarify. For reasons I will not further clarify. And we're actually in the MSI, and we're all together. Yay! Poor Pook. So basically we're being told that they revived Sarah's mother and they plan to use her against Sarah. As unfruitious as that idea sounds. Also, I don't know why I loaded the save, but whatever. Also, we have been at this for an hour, so I guess I will leave it up for here. I think that was everything. I really tried exploring the sandstorm place a little bit better than I did last time, but I couldn't find any other secrets, so I'm pretty sure that that's just about it. Well, see you guys next time.